Hello guys, today I'm going to briefly discuss all the possible ways of obtaining Mesos in MapleStory. This is just a brief discussion, so if you want an in-depth guide on any of the following methods, you'll have to request for it. First up, I would like to talk about merching. What is merching? Basically, it comes down to buying low and selling high. A few things that will help you out with this is you should spend about an hour or half an hour each day looking through all the shops in the FM, knowing what the items usually sell for, or while you're at it, buy cheap things that you know you could sell for higher. Next up, professions. This is one of the most common ways for people to make mesos. So how? Well, as you know, there are 5 different professions. The first one I'd like to talk about is mining. You can make mesos with this by mining ores that people need or keep the ores yourself. Because with smithing or accessory crafting, you can craft things that people want, especially if those things you craft happen to have percent stats or which could sell for a lot. Another profession is herbalism. How do you make money with herbalism? Well, the only thing I can think of is collecting roses, which sells for a lot. I'm not sure why, but they just do. And lastly, alchemy. Alchemy is great because, well, if you fuse 2 of the same item, you have a chance of getting potential lines, which, if you're lucky enough, you get percent stats, which also sells for a lot of money. Next, selling service. Now, what does this mean? Well, once in a blue moon, when Nexon feels generous and wants to give us things like hot time, they might give us pretty good scrolls or useful items. But often those stuff will be untradeable. So if you don't need it, well, sell it as service. Basically, you sell the use of that item to a buyer that wants it. Things like protection scrolls, stamps, lucky day, and many more out there that people will buy. There's also another type of service, which are skill service. Basically, things like holy symbol, or Kana summoning skill, or door are common services that people buy. And one more service that people also buy is leeching, because people out there are just too lazy to train themselves. Next, selling boss drops. So you asked me, what boss drops? Well, off the top of my head, things like skill bucks, horntail pendant, Chaos Zachem helmet, or Heliosim Eclipse are all common things that people will sell. The only flaw of this is Nexon's greed plays a part in this, so without buying an extra the scissors to make those things tradable, you can't really sell those. Another one, selling PQ prizes. Off the top of my head, there aren't many good PQs that give good stuff, but the Dimension PQ and Oswan PQ gives pretty good stuff that you could sell. The last and not least, and the easiest way to obtain Mesos is buying a bunch of these. Yep, that's right, I said it. Want to know why? Because Nexon decided to become greedy and decided that this game should be pay to win. What does that mean? Well, with NX, the more you have, pretty much the richer you'll be. And that's a fact. So, what do you do with it? Well, just pay a visit to the cash shop and you'll pretty much figure it out what to do. So yeah, this is pretty much common ways for people to make mesos, and if you want an in-depth guide on any of the following, just comment below and I'll try to make it as in-depth as possible. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.